The Daily Purge. All right. What's your vision in life and how are you going to get there? You know, that could be a trick question, right? If anyone who's read the book knows exactly why that's a trick question. What do you think is a trick question? If I ask you what your vision is in life and how you're going to get there, what could possibly be tricky about that question? Who is there today to help us answer this question? And the question is real simple. What's your vision in life? And how are you going to get there? Right? How are you going to get there? How being the key word, right? What's so tricky about that question? Well, hey, Israel, good morning. In the book, Unleash Your Humble Alpha, Lane and I talk about letting go of the how. And you're like, wait a second. How do I let go of the how I'm going to do something? Don't I have to know how I'm going to do something? Not necessarily. The how will show itself when you're certain. And certainty, of course, comes from what? From knowing your purpose and your identity. So it's nothing new to everyone here listening to this channel, is it? But let me ask you, how many of you actually live that? How many of you actually live that? Maybe that mission where you say, I know what I want. I know where my vision is going. I know what my end game is, at least for the next stretch goal that I have. But I'm going to let go of how it's going to happen. Right? Let me give you an example of letting go. I was just on a live, and this is why this came up. Again, you know, I talk about anything that I talked about during the day that came in that was poignant or impactful. So that's why I do these lives, right? The Daily Purge. So I'm purging something that I just articulated, and I thought it was interesting. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Long time no see. Hey, Chris, what's up, brother? Trying to recover your vision? Well, man, that's what it's all about, brother. Onward, upward, keep moving. It doesn't stop. You know, even when you reach your goal, I better have another goal. You'll be sitting there going, what's going on next, right? So I did a post this morning on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, and it said, "What's under the hood?" Like in a car, what's under the hood? What kind of engine you got, right? What is inside of you that drives you? What is it that keeps you aligned? What is it gives you the power, the pleasure, the purpose, right? PPP, power, pleasure, purpose. Yep, I totally do this. I have no clue how I should pan out, but I know what I'm exactly, Liz, and that's the whole point, right? She nailed it. Where I'm going is clear. The how, it doesn't even freaking matter. Why? Because she's certain she's getting there. And Liz is very successful and doing very well, and is an easy person to be around because she's no BS, straightforward, tangible, ethical, has high integrity, boom, just like that. Because she doesn't have to worry about how she's going to get there. She doesn't have to worry about the outcome. She doesn't have to worry about the end result because that's already in her head. It's already planned. It's already certain. So then you let go of it. And I was asked a question like, how do you actually tangibly do that? Well, the same thing as this, right? Indeed, Liz. So it's the same thing as this. If I go to the gym, right, like I do every day as much as possible, what's my intention there? To get in shape. Why? To be a better father, to stay younger, longer for my wife and my kids, to be better at work, to gain more energy, to be more aware, to be more cognitive, to stay in shape, to stay thinner. All of these things are part of an end goal that I have, right? My end goal is never ending, but the end goal as in the picture that I have in my mind, right? So I let go of the how. I keep that picture in there. I keep the vision in there. I keep all of that in there, but the how doesn't even matter. The what matters. What do I want? I want to be in shape so I feel better, so I walk better, my posture's better. You know, just being in shape helps my business because I have more energy, helps my family because I have more energy. You know, all of these things. That's what I'm talking about when I say the intention. Focus on the intention and the vision, which is the vision, right? In this case, it's the vision. In a lot of cases, intention is literally, I want to add value to this conversation. So I'm going to let go of anything that has to do with an outcome or my preconceived notions or cookie cutter solutions. And I'm just going to show up and add value. I don't worry about anything else. I let go of the outcome. If I look at the outcome, I'm just pushing by the person that's sitting right in front of me. And that's rude, and they will feel that. And that's why so many people who try to sell you something never sell you because they're not worried about you at all. They simply just show up and try to push something down your throat. I would just like not to have the army issue these anymore. Ned, you know, that's important to know what you don't like, but what would you rather have? What would you like to have, right? What would you like to have? Think about that. The things that we don't like. Afternoon, Matthew, how you doing, brother? The things that we don't want, it's important to notice them once so you know what you don't want, but it's more important to articulate what it is that you do want instead of or in place of that. Right? What is it that you do want, Ned? You don't want to have the army issue knees anymore? No, I want to have healthy knees. See the difference? Articulation in your mind, internal dialogue. That internal dialogue is so key. I mean, you can program yourself to go down a tunnel, to go down a rabbit's hole just by talking to yourself, the thoughts about thoughts that we always talk about. So going back to my post, what's under the hood? What's under the hood with you? What's driving you? What makes you feel good? What's that one thing that you do or the two? Hey, Olga, how are you? Good to see you. What are the one or the two or the three things you do every single day or you should be doing every day or want to be doing every day to ensure that your engine is clear, clean, rocking and rolling, firing on all cylinders, not using too much benzene or gasoline or diesel, whatever it is you use, and not burning oil? What do you do for that? Do you eat right? Do you train? Do you work your mind? Do you work your spirituality? Do you focus on your revenue acting goals instead of your time acting goals, right? What else do you do? Do you grow? How do you grow? Do you meditate? What are all these things you do? That's what I'm saying. What's under the hood? Everyone sees on the outside who you are, like what you are, right? They see what you are. Like, oh, you're a guy who has a business, who's online, this, that, and this stuff, right? But who you are, not necessarily. Who you are, you know. And unless you articulate that, nobody knows. So it's up to them, right? So part of your vision, part of that intention is to be able to articulate who you are. Recover from addiction, everything is BS, crazy, but I'm getting it done. Chris, awesome, brother. Really, really good. Good to know. Really, really good to know. Talk to Jillian Sandoval. She has a great program for recovery, brother. Jillian Sandoval. She's on my friends list. She's got a great program. Check it out. So all of these things that we want, what do we, tankers rule, brother. See that right there? See, that's positive. My army buddy, we were on tanks. So that's why it says tanks rule. So you see, it's real simple when you think about it. The longer that I think about how I'm going to do something, I'm like this, right? How I need to turn this bolt. I need to hit this. I need to flip this lever. And I'm like this the whole time. But when I'm looking at the vision and not worrying about the how, and not worrying about the how, then things happen. Coincidence, luck, new people. Like I met Liz on Clubhouse, and now we're friends on another group, and this kind of stuff. So it's really interesting. And I love the inner monologue thoughts working on fixing mine. It's a never-ending process. Ned, you're right. It's not. It never is. And if it is, then you're a master, right? You're Buddha. I don't think any of us are Buddha, at least not yet. So nothing's out of the question. Anything's possible, and I truly believe that. But I'm not here to be a guru. I'm not here to be whatever. I'm here just to say the things that I learn during the day, the things that come to my mind during the day, the things that I have discussions about with clients and customers and interviews during the day, I just share with you guys, and I'm hoping that you're going to get some value from this. And most of you do, judging from the comments. And I really appreciate that. Hey, Mark, what's up, brother? Just do it. This is my buddy from Peru who runs check it out, Another Planet Peru. Check out their Facebook page. Book a journey down there. It's incredible. Sleep and everyday habits make this easier. Matthew, exactly. Habits turn to routines, and routines turn to you, part of your life. That's how we create a lifestyle, right? Discipline to start it, the habit to create the habit. The created habit creates a routine. Routine creates a part of it being a part of your life. And that's how we roll forward. And that's the same thing that you do, letting go of the inner dialogue, stop thinking about thoughts, letting go of the expectation and focusing on the intention. Right? Focus on the intention. Forget about the outcome. Forget about what's happening. Honestly, if I'm talking to you right now, one-on-one, right? And I'm worried about the thing that I want from you, how's that going to make you feel? Even if you know I'm doing it, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Everyone has had that sales guy there ask you questions like, do you have a vacuum cleaner? Yes, I do. Are you happy with that vacuum cleaner? Come on, dude. Really? Are you like, come on. You want to talk to me or you want to talk about a vacuum cleaner? You want to talk about a vacuum cleaner? Good, then you can leave. You want to talk to me? Okay, good. One thing I love doing when I was in Germany, because I don't speak Hungarian good enough to do this, but plus we don't have a phone, so a home phone. When someone would call my phone, like a sales guy, hello, Mr. Kuhn, this is Joe Smith, and we're calling from the newspaper. I was wondering if you would have time for a second. No, I don't have time. And he's like, oh, okay. I said, see, that's your first mistake right there. You ask a closed question, yes or no. There's things you can do. Ask me, when was the last time that you had XYZ? They'd be like, oh, I don't know. Who is this? And, oh, this is Joe. I'm sorry. I'm calling from the Berlin Morning Post. Oh, okay. What was the question you asked? See, I'm already in a conversation there, right? These are just, and it's because I really want to know who you are. When was the last time you had XYZ? I want to know about you. I can't sell you anything unless I know what your issues are, period. And if you don't know what the issues are, if you don't know what the problem you have that you're going to solve, then how are you going to solve it? If I'm selling a vacuum cleaner, I need to know that they need a vacuum cleaner, that theirs isn't good enough or whatever. And if I have to educate them on that, well, that's a long process. So how do you do that? You seek out your vision, you make it crystal clear, you embody that vision, and then you let go of the how and you drive forward to creating that certainty through that purpose, right? And that certainty will drive you towards the how that will automatically fall in front of you. I can tell you stories and stories upon stories of how it happens. And Liz just wrote there as well that it happens to her. She doesn't know how she does it. It just happens. And I got to tell you this, the more focused you get on how you're going to do something, if you're frustrated right now and you're saying to yourself, dude, I need to make money right now to pay my bills. It's the 15th of the month. I got 15 days on how to make revenue. Who can I do? Who can I sell to? How can I get this out? How can I do? Wait a second. What's your intention? To pay your rent? Maybe. Well, what's your real intention? To make money. Okay, now we're getting closer. To make money for what? To pay your rent. And what else? Your car payment. How much? Oh, okay. What's the vision looking like now? Short-term vision, short-term goal. What's it look like now? Oh, I actually need $20,000 to do in the next 15 days. Okay. So what's your intention? My intention is to create so much value for my clients. They're going to book me double. They're going to pay me up front or whatever it is. See what I'm saying? I'm creating solutions through intentions. And then that's what you focus on, your intention, right? You keep your view wide open though, right? You keep your view wide open. This is what I mean when I'm saying focusing on your vision, your intention. It's so freaking key. It makes you very, very productive. And it reduces stress like nobody's business. Like, so what? It didn't come today. It doesn't matter because tomorrow is the best freaking day. And you know what? It doesn't come tomorrow. It doesn't matter because the next day is the best freaking day. When you have that attitude, which I do, today's the day, every day, I'm never disappointed. I'm never disappointed because it's only an intention and not the focus on an outcome. I'm making it great. You understand? Today's going to be a great day because I'm making it great. And I decide what's great, right? I decide what's great for me. So if I had a great conversation like I did today, let me see here. Okay. So if I had a great conversation like I did today in the live, I'm pumped up. I'm like, man, this was a freaking great day. I got to add some value. There was a bunch of viewers on there. I got some great comments. Man, how awesome was that? Does that mean a great day has to be the same every day? Of course not. I judge my greatness on how I feel on the inside, not on the outside, not on the wallet, not on that. Of course, that helps too. Yes, intention is so very profoundly important. I believe it's the root of creative force. Behind intention is the root of creative force desire. Bam. Look at that, Liz. Liz, we are so aligned. I'm like crazy. I'm sorry I missed the live last night. I got a long meeting, put it that way. So I'm sorry I missed it. I know I should have been there to add value. Please forgive me. Don't kick me out of the group. No, Liz has a fantastic group. You can post it here if you want, Liz, but you probably don't want to. I know it's only for people who know each other, so maybe not a good idea. Anyway, so if you look at Liz, you'll figure it out. So that's pretty much it for today. What I wanted to say is, as we move forward with Lane and I, we move forward with the Humble Alpha book, with the Humble Alpha College Accreditation course. Hey, Chris, cheers. With the College Accreditation accredited course, with the HAVE movement, Humble Alpha Veteran Empowerment Movement, with the HAVE Investment Fund, Humble Alpha Veteran Empowerment Investment Fund. Thank you, Liz. All of these things are coming together and changing the paradigm of how things are seen in the realm of where we operate. And I just can't thank you enough for being a part of that. Lane and I, we are so blessed to be able to live this kind of a life that we live, which I'm not talking about riches or Ferraris. I'm talking about almost effortless, no stress, no expectations that aren't met because we verbalize our expectations or we don't have them. And then great friends, great people I get to talk to and see and chat with every single day. It means the world to me. And that is, thank you, Robin. And that is what drives me. Because I know when I'm at this level right here, I'm in this vibration, on this frequency, everything else takes care of itself. And it actually does. All right. That's what I wish for you, because all of that leads to that one thing that we always talk about. And you know what that is, right? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. That's right. Quality of life. See you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.